Sup guys, let's do this. What is up you guys, Claudio back again with another RWBY reaction. This time we have volume 3, World of Remnant, The Four Maidens. In this episode we're probably gonna get some more info on their origins or whatever. It's really too bad that we don't get another RWBY episode, like a proper one, because, you know, it's like the same as always. It's nothing new. Every fucking episode it's like, oh my god, do I have to wait 1 week for the next one? And it's, oh no, we have World of Remnant. Oh, it's 2 weeks then. My god. Yeah. They really hook you with this series. It's like a fucking drug. God damn it. This will be the first season I do when I'm actually have to wait for the next season. When this is over, I have to wait together with you all for like a year or whatever. Because when I recently got into this, I got into RWBY like season 1 not too long ago, not even 6 months ago. So I did season 1, season 2, and season 3. Like, I set it up pretty nicely for myself, but that is over. Anyway, One of Remnant, The Four Maidens. This is always suggested by... And yeah! Let's just get it. Let's see what kind of information we get out of this one. RWBY, World of Remnants. Okay.
Deep in the forests of Remnant, beside a great and mighty river, stood the small, fragile home of a cold, frail man. A lone wizard. Hidden from the dangers and distractions of the world, the wizard seldom had visitors. But on this day, as he peered out his window, his gaze fell upon a young maiden. Calmly she sat beneath his tree, in a state of absolute tranquility. When the wizard demanded an explanation, the maiden simply replied, "My name is Winter. I am on a journey, and I am waiting for my sisters." With that, she closed her eyes and sat in silence. The wizard told himself the girl was a fool, but the longer she sat, the more he wished to share in the serenity the young maiden enjoyed. In time, he grew tired and decided to close his eyes as well, thinking on this strange predicament. Upon opening his eyes, the wizard was befuddled to find that a second maiden had appeared beneath his tree, cheerful and spry, with a basket of fruit and flowers. When he asked for an explanation, the girl simply replied, "My name is Spring. I'm on a journey, and I am waiting for my sisters." To show her gratitude for his reluctant hospitality, the girl retrieved a handful of seeds from her basket and planted them in the wizard's garden. The old hermit could hardly believe his eyes as the maiden turned what was once a mere pile of dirt and manure into a beautiful garden from which life would surely blossom. It's likely he would have gazed for hours, were it not for the unfamiliar laughter he heard from beneath his tree.
Summer!
A young woman with a warm smile now stood beside the two maidens. The wizard begged her to introduce herself, to which she happily responded, "My name is Summer. I am on a journey, and I am waiting for my sister." Of course, thought the wizard. But another chirp of laughter left the old man perplexed. What in the world was so funny? As it turned out, it was him. The new arrival found the wizard's insistence on staying indoors so very amusing. Why choose to view the world through a small window when the door leading out to it was right at his side? It was a compelling argument, and after only a moment of brief hesitation, the wizard left his home surge of energy and life, and soon the wizard wasn't feeling much like himself anymore.
Huh. What?
He was feeling much better. As the day drew to a close, the maidens and the wizard all settled down and prepared a feast. Winter set the table. Spring supplied the crops. Summer prepped the meal, and the wizard was the happiest he'd been in ages. But in all the excitement, he nearly failed to notice the delicate woman that now stood beneath his tree.
Ah, fall.
He smiled and beckoned her to join them, asking only for her name. "My name is Fall," she replied softly. "I am on a journey and am here to meet my sisters. Who are you?" "Me?" the wizard wondered. "Well, I am but an old hermit. I have lived in these woods alone for centuries, and I'm afraid my story is not very interesting, as I have no one to love and nothing to my name."
Oh.
The eldest sister looked up at all that surrounded them. "But sir, do you not see? You have so much." It was true. With their help, it was now clear to see that the wizard had everything he could ever need. He was grateful, but a question lingered in his mind. "Why me?" he asked. "Why did the four of you choose to open my eyes, to share with me your gifts? Why am I so special?"
Yeah.
The four sisters looked to one another, perplexed. Finally, the eldest spoke. "I beg your pardon, sir, but we did not do these things for you because you were special. We do what we can for everyone, because we are able." The old wizard was at a loss. Never in his years had he come across such kindness. It was in that moment that he knew what should be done. The wizard summoned his magic, every ounce he could muster, and bestowed it upon the sisters. He smiled. "Take this gift and know now that you are able to do so much more." Now, armed with the elements, the very powers of nature, and the unimaginable magic of the wizard, the four maidens, Winter, Spring, Summer, and Fall, promised to carry onward with their journey, using their gifts to aid others, just as they had aided him. One by one, the sisters left, but before they did, they made one final promise. They promised to return each and every year to visit their dear friend.
Oh.
Thoughts?
Yeah. Man, this was a bit different. This Will of Remnant was different. I like the story about the four maidens. I like the wizard and how the story is told. Very nice, very nice. It's a child story. It's very, very good. It's a good story, man. What can I say? I mean, this doesn't really have how can I say? This made me forget about the show. Before I watched this, I was totally into like RWBY mode, wanting to see what will happen next. This kind of threw me off and got me into the whole story of the maidens and the wizards, and it's a very beautiful story, like independently from the show or whatever. Very nice, very nice. It was good. I mean, we all know these girls exists now. Fall they call her. Summer, winter, and spring. Now, I would love it if you guys can share your thoughts on this. We all know the deal with fall, Cinder and Pyrrha and all that stuff. We know what's going on there. But who would the other ones be? I mean, is RWBY's mom Summer really? Just because she's named Summer? Is Winter becoming the Winter Maiden just because her name is Winter? I wouldn't like it if it were to be that obvious. Honestly, I wouldn't. It's called the Four Maidens, so it has to be girls, I guess. So that excludes Jean and Sun and all those other guys, Neptune or whatever his name was. But do we have any contenders? Who do you think could be one of the Four Maidens? Have we met them all? Previous one or future ones? Do you have any idea, any thoughts on this? It would be very appreciated if you just left them on the comment section below. I read everything I get. I don't always have the time to answer to everybody, unfortunately, because we're like almost 5K now, and I get requests not only on Facebook. I get them not only on YouTube. I get them on Facebook and Twitter. And I think a few of you actually found your way to my Instagram as well. That's pretty cool. Thank you for that. But honestly, I would like to know what your thought on this is. My thoughts are that, well, Pyrrha obviously, but that's not the natural way to go. They're trying to force the Fall Maiden into her because they think that she's a good candidate for it. Also, the Fall Maiden is in bad shape because of what Cinder did to her. How much, like percentage-wise, is Cinder half Fall Maiden? And would Pyrrha then become half Fall Maiden? As in, if you think of like 100% unit, sort of. You know, I don't know. A lot of questions, a lot of thoughts regarding the Four Maidens. I mean, I know a lot of people speculate. I read the comments, and a lot of people speculate that RWBY's mom is Summer, called Summer, is the Summer Maiden. I'm not so sure, to be honest, that she is, just because she's called Summer Rose or whatever. I mean, she could be, I guess, but it would be kind of boring if they just went by their names. Then automatically Winter would become the Winter Maiden. It doesn't make sense to me, really, to be honest. Then we don't really know anything about RWBY's mom. Honestly, we don't really know anything about RWBY either, to be quite honest. I think that the story progresses. The story is pretty good, and everybody's happy, and we get a lot of action and a lot of stuff, but do we really know the characters? Yeah, I don't know. We got kind of the backstory to Blake, which is good. Where she came from, her background, what she's been up to up until this point. That's about it. We know some of Yang's backstory as well. About her mom and everything, but we don't really know anything about RWBY's dad, RWBY and Yang's dad. RWBY, like in general, I don't know, a lot of things are happening now, so it's like, I don't know, man. Leave your comments below, let me know what your thought about this, what a Remnant, and in general, it'd be cool to discuss that in the comment section. Take care, thank you for the suggestion, and as always, I see you guys in the next one.